Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the first video of the new year actually. I'm getting prepped for crab season and I realized I needed like a hook to grab my crab pots when they get close to the boat, because in the past I've just tried to lean over and that's kind of dangerous. You can kind of take a wave in or take some water in at least while you're doing that. Plus it's just a hassle. You miss it a couple of times and you got to go back and turn the boat around. But anyways, so I was just walking around Home Depot trying to figure out what I'm gonna make this boat hook out of, because ones online are like $25+. I have no idea why they're that expensive. They're just like a piece of aluminum and a little plastic hook at the end. So anyways, the solution I came up with probably won't last as long as the aluminum, but it's way cheaper. You can make this as cheap as $6. Mine actually cost $10, but if you choose like slightly cheaper parts, I saw at the Home Depot here in the Bay Area, you can actually make this for $6. So the first thing you're going to need is a stick of some kind. I thought about PVC, but I ended up with this. This is a broom handle. This was $8, and it's already got like some kind of finish on it. So hopefully that helps just a little bit. And then the next thing you're going to need is just a hook with like a screw point on it. So this is the one I chose. This one's comically large. I loved it because it was so big, and it's just better than the only other option they had was a smaller version of this that I thought was just a little bit too small, but could definitely work. I think it's probably closer in size to the like normal boat hooks that they sell in stores. This was $2, so this was $8. This was $2, and the smaller size was 98 cents. So if you wanted to, you could get a dowel, which were $4 or $5. Say they're $5. And the smaller hook, and that's $6 maybe, and you have yourself, you know, something that'll last a couple seasons. Now, one thing that I just have lying around the house all the time is like epoxy or super glue, or you know, some kind of hopefully a watertight glue. I think epoxy works best. I don't know how super glue works with salt water. So I did have this lying around. You don't necessarily need it, but it's definitely going to help waterproof that joint. And this will also cost like an extra few bucks, but you can pick up some epoxy and that'll help a lot as well. So there's only really one step here. You're just gonna take this dowel or broom handle, which is what I used, and you're gonna drill a hole in it. This one actually has a like metal twist on thing. There was another one that didn't have the metal thing, but it was the same exact price. And it was shorter, so I wanted slightly longer. I think this one's about 5 or 6 feet. You can get a longer dowel if they have it, or if you want something that's longer and a more sturdy wood, go with the broom handle, because this wood's a little harder, a little more sturdy, probably last another couple years. So I'm gonna have to cut off this metal thing, but I'm just gonna cut this off, and then I'm going to pre-drill a hole so that I can put this in without splitting the wood all up. And it's going to be kind of challenging to get it to go down straight, but I think that's about it. You just drill the hole, then you screw this in, or if you want to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some epoxy on it and then screw it in. That way it kind of seals up that joint, and hopefully no water gets inside the wood. And there's a little bit of a finish on here, like I said, so hopefully this will keep it pretty protected and it'll last a few seasons. So let me just really quickly show you what that looks like. All right, so just moving some stuff out of the way. First thing, just to cut this off. Now, all we have to do is drill a hole right through it. Now remember, you only need to go down as far as the threads on this. So we're just gonna, you know, it's just only gonna go down about 1.5 inches here. All right guys, GoPro randomly shut off. Anyways, I was saying this is only gonna go about 1.5 inches into the wood. So one easy thing to do is kind of measure that against your drill bit and put like a piece of tape or something on there, just kind of know where it is. All right guys, I just have a piece of scrap cardboard and a wooden fork from Taco Bell here. So I'm just trying to show you how cheap it can be. Now my epoxy's kind of gotten everywhere, so should probably be a little bit more careful when opening this. I'm sure you guys have all used epoxy before, so you just want equal parts. Try my best here to get some of that yellow coming out. Wear gloves if you guys are going to do this, apparently, because I'm making a mess, but I'm going to do this really quick and then clean up. So for this part, I'm just going to go ahead and coat the threads just like so. Just make sure there's plenty of it to go around. I want to protect this metal because it is exposed metal, and I don't know how stainless these hooks are, probably only a little bit. I'm also going to go ahead and take this opportunity to really easily glue up this exposed surface. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on here. Now let's start threading it in. Alright, now we just need to wipe up all this excess. Alright, so here you go. Hopefully you can see there's just some epoxy. I'm just going to turn this a little bit for a couple minutes. I'm going to just keep turning it so that it doesn't lump up. At this point, your hook is pretty much done. I might, you know, depending if I like this, drill a hole here, stick a lanyard in, or I don't know, put some kind of grip on it, maybe like a bike tube or some paracord or something. Don't really know yet, but yeah, there you guys go. Alright guys, as you can see, it's pretty much done here. You can customize this however you'd like, but I'm just going to try it like this for now. It does have this rubber coating on top, so I think that'll help with the corrosion of the salt water on the metal. And then the last thing is, I didn't get this perfect. It's imperfect. I don't really care about that. This thing I think will just serve its purpose perfectly. So that's all there is here, for this build at least. If you guys want to watch me use it, it's probably coming out in the next episode. All things going according to plan. I'll be out in the water this weekend. But anyways, that's all for this build. Hope you guys liked it. You might also be able to tell, I think I angled it down a little bit this way instead of perfectly straight. But you know what? I think that actually works better with the shape of this hook. But like I said, you guys can do this for like $5, maybe $6 if you have any epoxy lying around the house. Or don't epoxy it and see how long that lasts. But for $5, $6, I mean, hey, if the boat hook lasts like 2 or 3 seasons, kind of did its job. So anyways, thanks for watching guys. Catch you in the next video.